Hey everybody, in this video I'm gonna try to show you a bunch of previews of what's to come in the Roma Custom channel. I bought this bike used a few years back, and I've been doing one piece at a time on it for a while, until a few months back I've decided that this 22 years old lady needed a full restoration. Also, I wanted to remove any customization that wasn't my own, to make it truly my own bike. As you can see, we have already started, we've done some work, and in this introductory video we're going to see what has been done and what are the plans for the future. Of course, everything we're gonna do is gonna be uploaded here on the Roma Custom channel. We're gonna see what we're gonna do to it to get it ready, to pound some asphalt, to burn some rubber, and to get it kicking ass. We've also prepared a little video that will explain what we got in the shop, how to make a shop with a low budget. I haven't spent much money on it, but I have everything I need to get things done, so make sure to check that video out on the Roma Custom channel as well. This is the front fender holder. Unfortunately, I haven't documented the creation of this piece as well as I would have liked, but it's a single side fender holder that I've created for the Springer system that allows the fender to travel with a rocker arm, allowing for the look of the fender really close to the tire, which I like very much. What I can tell you about this piece is that it took more than 300 hours between designing, prototyping, and manufacturing the final product. One of the toughest things has been adapting the new parts with the existing contour both on the X and Y axis. Also, like carving everything out of 1 and 2 centimeters thick aluminum was very labor intensive for my little CNC machine. What I do have is the wooden prototype I created as a proof of concept and to make sure everything was alright before proceeding with the aluminum version. And here it is, made out of wood, really quick to carve out, a really nice way to see your piece in 3D without spending 30-40 hours of machining on aluminum. So I'm sure in the future we'll be able to cover the subject of matching existing contours and creating parts with tolerances, eventually functionality into the part to match some existing mechanical parts. So I'm sure in the future we'll cover all these subjects in some with some videos. We're also going to try to talk about special homemade tools, like for example this one. This is a rear shock absorber compressor. If you go buy it in a store, it will set you back about 60 euros. I built this out of scrap from a construction site, totally for free. I just spent a couple of bucks on this threaded bar, and what you do, you insert your shock absorber, you tie it up, you remove the o-ring, and there you go, you've taken apart your shock absorber. I will do a special on this tool, so make sure to look for the video on the Roma Custom's channel. Also, this is a little compressor for the front springers. We'll cover this in the front springer episode, and this also will cover in the front springer episode. I used it to keep the fork in position when painting and powder coating and cooking in the oven. So we will cover all sorts of homemade jigs and special tools in future episodes, so make sure to look for them. I've done the floorboards, the brake, and the air cleaner at the very beginning of my experience with CNCing, so I used a very simple technique. Although it gives great result, it gives you this two-tone effect that I love. It's very industrial, very mechanical. All you do is paint everything in black and then remove the paint from the raised areas. And this is fantastic, it's incredibly easy to do, and it will give great results, as you can see. I still have to do a bunch of parts with this technique, so for sure we'll have some videos about it in the near future. I still have to do a plaque for the front of the bike, I have to do a plaque for the oil tank, so definitely we'll have many parts done with this technique real soon. I've made these levers out of aluminum at a time where I did not know how to work the piece on both sides very well. So they are made out of two pieces, one for the top and one for the bottom, which has turned out to be not strong enough. Now I've redesigned this lever a little shorter and a little cooler, a little more brutal actually, as a matter of fact, with a blade at the end. So very soon we will be producing a video to show exactly how to work out the CNCing of both sides of this piece out of 2 centimeters thick aluminum. So look out for that video in the near future. We're also going to cover the subject of wheels. As you can see, the front wheel is halfway done. I've removed the spokes, the hub, and stripped the rim and applied a powder coating, a candy red, over the chrome, and it just looks fantastic. It's like liquid red metal. I just love this color. The rear one still has to be taken off the bike, and we're gonna cover that in an entire video. We're gonna take it apart, strip it, recoat it. We're gonna send it out to be respoked. I just ordered some kick-ass twisted chrome spokes that we're gonna put on it, and we're gonna cover the whole process in a video that is gonna be soon available on the Roma Custom channel. So look forward to that. All the powder coating process, the cleaning, all the little bits and pieces of the process are gonna be covered. So look forward to that. As you can see, the front fork is pretty much all done. It needs to be reassembled, but all the painting with the black texturized powder is done. The copper inserts, both on the front fork and on the rigid fork, are done. We are post-producing right now the video where we describe the entire process, so look for it on the Roma Custom channel. It's a great video, a lot of tips on how to do this stuff, and the result, I think, is just magnificent. Think about it with the springs, the contrast between the black and the chrome and the copper is just a fantastic project, I think, and one of my favorite of all time. So look out for the video, it's gonna be a good one. So here we are, a lot of work behind me, but a lot more ahead. To finish up this bike and get it ready, I'm gonna have to finish the rear fender. I'm gonna shape up a little fin to fit on top of it to match the one in the front. I'm gonna make a seat pan, and as you can see, I've already made a little paper template of what's gonna be, and it's gonna be covered up with neoprene and upholstered with leather. As we said, we're gonna finish up the rear tire. It's gonna be painted, respoked, and it's gonna be fantastic, all nice and red. We're gonna redo the engine. We're gonna strip down the heads and the cylinder. We're gonna redo the pistons. We're gonna re-powder coat the entire thing with a nice high temperature powder coating system, and we're gonna make a lot of parts out of aluminum and copper to finish up all the detailing. We're gonna cut out this support for the old seat, and we're gonna cover up this area with a nice aluminum and copper plate to cover up the gap between the seat and the tank. So a lot of work ahead, and you be sure to find it on the Roma Custom channel in the months to follow. We're gonna make this bike one of the coolest bikes that ever rode on the streets of Italy. So make sure to stay tuned, look for our videos on the Roma Custom channels because it's totally worth it. In these videos I will share my experience, my work and what I've learned in these years of customizing the bikes. I will introduce you to some of my friends that helped me and some of the players of the customizing business in Italy that will provide parts and great suggestions on how to get things done. So don't forget to leave a comment on these videos and give us suggestions. We're always open to suggestions. And for now that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Cez and I'll see you next time.